Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to send salary slip every month as PDF. So imagine this, you have the database of your employee in Google Sheets. You have their name, email, gross salary and all those details. So you want to send salary slips to this employee via email. So here you have two choices. The first choice is you can copy all the details from Google Sheets, sort them out individually, create a salary slip in Google Docs and manually send it via Gmail. The process is very repetitive and tiresome considering you have many employees. So I suggest that you bring in some automation so that whenever a new data is added in Google Sheet, it will automatically create a salary slip in Google Docs and send this salary slip via Gmail. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate Google Sheets, Google Docs and Gmail. The best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen. Okay, so we will begin with a small example. So as you can see, this is my Google Sheet, okay, and it has been titled Sun Textiles Salary Sheet. And here I will enter the details of the employee. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to enter the detail of a person. For example, the name of the guy is Michael Karas. And this is his email address, okay. This is his email address. And this is his phone number. Some random numbers, that's all. And this is his employee code, okay, and this is his date of joining 5/11/2000 to 2002, okay, and his designation is affiliate marketer, okay, and the department is again digital marketing. The number of working days is 31. So today is the month is actually March. The number of absent days is 2. The leave balance for this guy is now 11. Okay. So the basic salary of this guy is let's say 20,000. Let's keep it as 20,000. Okay, 20,000. The HRA for this guy is again let's say 2,000. So that is why it is showing the gross salary. And then we have the PT, that is the professional tax of 200. And then we have the TDS. The TDS is again let's say 300. Okay, so as you can see, now we have the gross deduction as 500 and the net payable salary automatically comes as 21,500. This is because we have already mentioned the formula here. Okay, so we will deal with that later. Similarly, for the gross deduction, we also have entered the formula, and the gross salary also have the formula. So don't worry, we will deal about that later. And now let me enter the last column, and the month is again March 2021. Okay, so since for every employee this will remain same, so we have entered the detail. So let us have a look into the Gmail or the email address of Michael Karas. What is the message that he has received? So this is the message, this is the Gmail account of Michael Karas. So let me just refresh this. Okay, so as you can see, he has got the message. This is the email, salary slip. Okay, hello Michael Karas, working in digital marketing as affiliate marketer with employee code. This is your salary slip. So let us explore the salary slip. Okay, so this is the salary slip for this guy, and we have downloaded the PDF. Okay, so this is the salary slip. So this is the employee name, Michael Karas. This is the employee code. This is the mobile number. This is the email. This is the designation. This is the department. This is the number of working days. This is the basic salary, HRA, and this is the gross salary. And then we have the net payable salary as 21,500. Now there is something else I want to show you. So let me just go back to my Google Sheet. So this was the salary slip of Michael Karas. Similarly, there was an employee called as Ligi Manuel. So this is the salary slip that Ligi Manuel has received. So let's no, I'm sorry, this is the salary slip that Ligi Manuel has received. So let's explore that. Okay, so similarly, she also has received nearly the same salary slip. So my point is very clear. This is what we actually want to do. Whenever there is a record added in Google Sheet, it will be reflected as a salary slip in customers or your employee's email address. Okay, so to begin the process, first of all, let me just take you to incognito mode. Okay, so your obvious question is, why are we working in incognito mode? Well, the answer is very simple. Since we are working with Google Sheets, and if you have multiple Gmail accounts, there will be problem with authentication. I mean, if you have multiple Gmail accounts and you are working with one Google Sheet, and also if you are working with Pabbly Connect, there will be authentication issues. So it is always advisable to work in incognito mode if you're working with Google Sheets, Pabbly Connect, and Gmail. Okay, so what we are going to do here is, so this was a old Google Sheet we have, so I'm just going to cross this. Okay, and this is the newly created one, especially for you. Okay, so this is a newly created Google Sheet, and what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to type pabbly.com in my browser. Okay, pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. So why pabbly.com? So pabbly.com has an app called as Pabbly Connect to integrate Google Sheets and Google Docs as well as Gmail. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also build your own free account in just 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to scroll down, and here you will find Connect. Just click on Access Now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, Create Workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as Google Sheets. Okay, because in Google Sheets we have the record. To Google Docs. Okay, Google Docs, because we are going to create a salary slip using Google Docs. To Gmail. Okay, because we will be sending the salary slip via Gmail. Okay, so let me just click on Create. Okay, so when you click on Create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. So basically at this point, we are going to create a new workflow. Now, if you want to work on this workflow, I will make sure that I will paste the link of this workflow in the description box as well. Now, if in the Choose app, how about we just make it as Google Sheets, because we want to send the data from Google Sheets. That is why Google Sheets it is. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new spreadsheet row? Okay, so new spreadsheet row is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question, if the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new data is added in Google Sheet, then what action should be taken by the system? Now, at present, we only have one trigger event, that is new spreadsheet row. Now, in case if you want more triggers of your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com to custom build a trigger event for you. But at present, I just want to send the data when a new data is entered in Google Sheet, or when a new row is made in Google Sheet. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, I'm just taking you to my Google Sheet. So this is my newly created Google Sheet, and it has been titled Employee Record for Tesla Motor. So here the database of the Tesla employees will come along with their joining date, their payable salary, their HRA, their PT, TD, and all those details. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, basically we will be sending all the data from here to Pabbly Connect. So first of all, to begin the actual integration process, let me go to add-ons, click on add-ons. Okay, so when I click on add-ons, I can find Pabbly Connect webhooks already installed in my system. Now, since you're beginning fresh, Pabbly Connect webhooks might not have been installed yet. So first of all, let me just take you to this part called as Get Add-ons, so that you can install Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay, so when you click on Get Add-ons, Google Workspace Marketplace opens up. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to type Pabbly Connect webhooks. Pabbly Connect webhooks, this one. Okay, so as you can see, this button is showing that it is already installed. All you have to do is just click on this button. Okay, and Pabbly Connect webhooks will be installed in your system also. Now there is something else you should know, that after installing Pabbly Connect webhooks, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. Okay, I repeat again, after installing Pabbly Connect webhooks, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. So I'm just going to cancel this, going back to add-ons, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and let me just click on initial setup. Okay, so this is the window of initial setup. Okay, so before I explain you the concept of initial setup, let me just close this and let me explain you the last column. Let me just show you the last column. So as you can see, we have the last column as column R. Okay, I repeat again, our last data entry column is column R. There is no need for data after column R. The last data entry column is column R, that is month of salary. So let me just go back to add-ons, Pabbly Connect webhooks, initial setup. Okay, so this is the window of initial setup. Here we have to fill 2 blanks, the webhook URL as well as the trigger column. So first of all, we will deal with the trigger column. So the trigger column is always the last data entry column. In our case, as I mentioned before, the last data entry column is column R. So I'm going to mention the trigger column as R. Okay, easy. Now coming to this part called as the webhook URL, it's actually pretty easy. Let me go to Pabbly Connect and copy this. This is the webhook URL you want. I have copied this and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so we have entered the webhook URL. So we have to make this window disappear. So let me just click on submit. Okay, so the window has gone. Now there is something else you have to do. Let me just go back to add-ons. Okay, Pabbly Connect webhooks once more and just click on send on event. So this will ensure that anytime this rows is filled, it will keep sending on the data. So basically at this point, we have integrated this particular Google Sheet to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so basically this means that Pabbly Connect has to fetch in the data whenever column R is filled. So as to ensure that Pabbly Connect captures this data, let me just go to Pabbly Connect and click on this button, capture webhook response. Click this. Okay, it is showing it is waiting for the data. So what I'm going to do here is we are going to fill in some details. Now we have to make some changes. First, let's enter some details. So we will begin with the same employee. Okay, the first employee is Ligi. Okay, Ligi Manuel it is. And this is the email of the employee. This is the email, I'm sorry, Ligi Manuel 27@gmail.com. Okay, so now this is the phone number of Ligi Manuel. Okay, bunch of random numbers, and this is the employee code. So this is the employee code of Ligi, and this is the date of joining. She joined in, let's say, 23rd of April 2001. Her designation is fluid engineer, and the department is mechanical. So she works as a fluid engineer in Tesla Motors. So number of working days in Tesla Motors is 31. So we are working in the month of March. So that is why the number of working days is 31. The number of absent days she has taken is let's say 2. And the number of leave she has is 10. Okay. Now the basic salary she is getting, let's say, is 40,000. The HRA is 4,000. That is 10% of 40,000. Now coming to the gross salary, so I am thinking to put in some formula. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to type equal to, and we just want the addition of K2 as well as L2. So you obviously know what I'm doing, K2 plus L2. Okay, so we have the gross salary. Now what I'm going to do here is imagine this, we have at least, let's say, 20 employees. So I'm going to drag this. Okay, so I'm going to drag this till 21. Okay, so up to 21, so that the database of 20 employees can be filled. Okay, so as you can see, it is showing all of them 0 because we haven't filled any details here. So for imagine this, if we fill the basic salary as 30,000 and the HRA as 3,000, the gross salary will appear here as 3,300. Okay, so now coming to the professional tax, the professional tax they are maintaining is 400, and the TDS is 100. Okay, so now coming to the gross deduction. So the gross deduction, again we can enter some formula. So equal to, so the formula will be N2, okay, N2 plus O2. So that's the formula. Okay, so the gross deduction is 500, and we want to apply this same formula for all these employees. Okay, so we are going to drag to up to the row number 21. Okay, so as you can see, again it is showing 0. So if the TDS of the second employee is, let's say, 500, the PT of the second employee is 500, and the TDS is 200, that gross deduction will show as 700. Okay, so now coming to the net payable salary. So we want to ensure that the net payable salary is the gross salary minus gross deduction. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure we have the formula that is equal to M2 minus P2. Okay, so that will be our formula. Okay, equal to M2 minus P2. Okay, so equal to M2 minus P2. So we have done it. So the net payable salary is 43,500, and we want to extend this courtesy to all our employees. Okay, so yeah, so we have all the salary as 0. So when we fill all this detail, we have the next payable salary according to the employees. Now coming to the month of the salary. So as I mentioned before, this is the last data entry column. Now the month of the salary is March, okay, 2021. So we have filled in the last data entry, last column, that is column R. So basically this will act as a trigger, and let's have a look whether Pabbly Connect has captured this data or not. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the data. So this is the employee name, that is Ligi Manuel. This is the employee email, that is ligimanuel27@gmail.com. So basically these are all the same details. Okay, so employee name is Ligi, the employee email is Ligi Manuel. Then this is the employee code. So where is our employee code? This is the employee code. And then we have the employee mobile number. We do have the employee mobile number. So the date of joining was 23rd of April 2021. This is the designation fluid engineer. Department is mechanical engineering. Okay, so fluid engineer, mechanical engineering. So we have got the data. Absent days is 2. Number of working days is 31. The leave balance is 10. This is the basic HRA, that is 40,000. So basic HRA is 40,000. Okay, basic salary is 40,000 and the HRA is 4,000. Okay, and this is the gross salary, that is the summation of basic and HRA. Okay, so we had mentioned some formula there, and then we have the professional tax at 400. Okay, so this is the professional tax at 400. So we have got that. Then we have the TDS, that is 100. Okay, so tax deducted at source is 100, and this is the gross deduction, that is 500. And of course this is the net payable salary, and we have got it. So basically using all this data, we are going to create a salary slip from Google Docs. Okay, so to create a salary slip from Google Docs, first of all, let me just introduce you to another window. So this window is called as the action window. So in the Choose app, how about we make it as Google Docs, because from Google Docs we will be creating a salary slip. So Google Docs it is. Okay, so now in the action event, we have a ton of action events. So how about we create a document from template? So this is the action event we are going to choose, create document from template. So we have selected it. Okay, so there is something else you should know. As you can see, we do have a lot of action events. Now, just like the triggers, if you have trouble finding the action event according to your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com to custom build an action event for you. But at present, I just want to create a document from a template. So let me just click on connect with Google Docs. In the new credentials, let me just again click on connect with Google Docs. Okay, so as you can see, we do have an account. So this is an account that I have opened in the incognito browser. Okay, so I'm selecting this account. Okay, and now it is asking me to confirm my choice. So before I click on allow, let me tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. So on the basis of that trust, let me just click on allow. So in this particular account, I have this particular salary slip document template. Okay, so as you can see, this is the document template that I have. Okay, so let me just go to Pabbly Connect. Okay, and let me just click on OK. So it is showing the authorization successful. Okay, so now we do have some template. It is showing the template document as UVRT and 6 Michael Karas. So this is because let me just open this in a new tab. Okay, and this is because I have a ton of documents in my Google Docs. So all the documents that is present here is being simply reflected here. But I want one specific document, that is salary slip. Okay, so this is the document template that I want. So I'm going to change this to salary slip. Okay, easy. So basically using this particular document template, we are going to create the salary slips. Okay, easy. Now coming to the new document name and new documents location, we will deal with that later. So first of all, we are going to introduce some dynamic tags. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to enter 2 pair of curly brackets. Now inside the pair of curly brackets, okay, inside the pair of curly brackets, I'm just going to type name. Okay, of course you can type any name according to your discretion, but it will look much better if you just type name. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to Pabbly Connect and I'm going to refresh this. So when I click on refresh, I can expect to find one additional field called as the name field. So this is because we have successfully integrated Google Docs and Pabbly Connect. So let me do that. Let me just show you. You will understand it much better. So I have refreshed it. Yes, we do have a field called as the name. Okay, I hope you are getting the process. So if you don't, I am just going to create more dynamic tags. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to type again a pair of curly brackets, and here the employee code will come. Employee code. Okay, easy. So that's done, and let me just go back to Pabbly Connect and let me just refresh this. Now you can understand it better. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the field called as the employee code. So what I'm going to do here is we are going to fill all these codes here individually. Okay, pair of curly brackets, and inside I'm just going to type mobile number. Mobile number. Okay, easy. Now coming to the email, we are going to do the same thing. So email it is. Okay, then we have the designation. Again, a pair of curly brackets and designation. Okay, so it's just going to create more fields. Okay, then we have curly brackets again, and then we have the description and department. Okay, department, number of working days working days. Working days. And these are the absent days Ligi Manuel has taken. So the absent days, inside the pair of curly brackets, we are just going to mention absent days. Absent days. And this is the leave balance. Okay, this is the leave balance. Okay, so absent days, leave balance, working days, department, designation, email, mobile number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have created 7 additional fields. So let's explore, do we have them? So let me just click on refresh. Okay, so other than name and absent days, other than name and there was something else. Let me just take you back to my salary slip. Okay, so the earlier one was the name and the employee code. Okay, so I think it's arranging them. So then we have the name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so basically we have all the fields. The working days, department, designation, email, mobile number, leave balance, employee code, absent days, and name. Okay, now it's not over actually. Now we have to do the earnings. So this is the one for basic salary. Okay, so basic salary, again we are just going to type basic salary. So I'm sorry, it's not properly inside the curly brackets. So I'm just removing this. Okay, so basic salary. I'm sorry, really sorry about this. Basic salary. Okay, basic salary. Now coming to the HRA, I'm not sure why this is coming like this. I'm just going to introduce the bracket here. Okay, then we have the HRA. Okay, this is the HRA. HRA. Okay, here I'm just going to map HRA, type HRA. And then we have the gross salary. Gross salary. Okay, and then we have the TDS, tax deducted at source. So this is the TDS. Okay, and then we have personal tax, that is PT, and then we have the column for gross deduction. Gross deduction. Okay, so we have entered gross deduction, PT, TDS, basic salary, HRA, gross salary. Okay, now coming to the last part, that is the net payable salary. So basically that is your gross salary. So my gross salary is rupees, and here, okay, I'm just going to enter a pair of two pairs of curly brackets, and here inside the curly brackets, I'm just going to mention gross salary. Okay, and slash only. Okay, so I think we are ready. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going back to Pabbly Connect and I'm just going to refresh this. Okay, so I can find all the additional fields, that is TDA, PT, gross salary, basic salary, HRA, all these fields in the drop down. So these are all the fields: basic salary, TDS, HRA, PT, gross salary, and gross deduction. Excellent. So basically individually we are going to fill all these fields. Now before we fill in these fields and create a new salary slip, there is something actually we have to do first. Now as you can see, we do have the method of creating a new salary slip from the templates from Google Docs. Now the question is, where are we going to create, where are we going to store these salary slips? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a folder in my Google Drive. Okay, so this is my Google Drive and I'm going to create a new folder for these salary slip. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to type salary slip. Of course you can give any name according to your discretion. Okay, salary slip folder. Okay, so salary slip folder it is. So let me just click on create. Okay, so this is my Google folder, and this is my Google Drive, and these are all the folders that is present in my Google Drive. So what I'm going to do here is I want to ensure that all my salary slip goes into this particular folder. So let me go to Pabbly Connect and let me just refresh this. So as you can see, the new document location, it is already showing all those files and folders that is present in my Google Drive account. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to refresh this. So when I click on refresh, I can expect to find the newly created folder, that is salary slip folder. So I have selected it. Okay, so this is the new document location, that is new salary slip folder. So all those salary slip will be present here once they have been created. Now coming to the name. Okay, so once the salary slip has been created, we should have a title. So basically this is your title. So let me just take you to my Google Docs. So basically, as you can see, this is the title. Okay, so this is the title that we had given to Michael Karas. So basically this is the employee code, and of course this is the name. Now this will ensure that the combination of the employee code as well as the employee name will ensure that the salary slip title is always unique. Okay, so basically there won't be any two employees with the same name as well as the same code, same employee code. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so once the salary slip will be created, it will be according to the name as well as the code. So I'm just mapping in the code. So I have mapped in the code. Now of course this is something that I am doing. You can give random names according to your discretion. So I'm just clicking here, I'm just mapping in the name. So this is how it will work. So this is the employee code and this is the employee name, and once the salary slip will be created, it will go into this particular in this particular folder. Okay, so let's start mapping. Okay, so first of all, we will start with the name. So let me just click here and let me go to this accordion, and this is the name, that is Ligi Manuel. So this particular detail will come here. Okay, so this particular detail will come here. Okay, easy. Now coming to the absent days. So the absent days, how many absent days? Yes, 2. So this particular detail will come here. Okay, now coming to the employee code. Okay, so this is the employee code. Similarly for the leave balance. So how many leave balance? That is 10. So employee code will come here and the leave balance will come here. Okay, so we are just trying to ready up our perfect salary slip, and then we have the mobile number. So this is the mobile number, we have mapped it. This is the email, so this is the email, and then we have the designation is fluid engineer. The department is mechanical. So the department will come here, the designation will come here, the email will come here, and the mobile will come here. Okay, so now coming to the working days. So the working days was 31, and okay, so this was the last field for this section. Okay, so we have the working days, so this field will come here. Now coming to the basic salary. So the basic salary I think was 40,000. So we have mapped it. So this particular detail will come here. Okay, and then we have the TDS, that is tax deducted at the source. So that is 100. Then we have the HRA. So this is the HRA, we have mapped it. Now then we have the personal tax, and we have mapped it. Where is our personal tax? Okay, now coming to the gross salary. So this is something that we got from Google Sheet. So net payable salary. Okay, now the gross deduction. Okay, so the gross deduction, okay, that's 500. So what I'm going to do here is when I click on save and send test request, I can expect to find this newly created slip in this particular folder. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the message has been sent. I mean the data has been sent. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just taking you to my drive. Okay, so as I mentioned before, in this particular folder there must be one salary slip. So I'm selecting this folder. Okay, okay, so we do have the salary slip, and this is the employee code, and this is the name of the employee. So basically we have created the title of the salary slip. Okay, so let's explore the salary slip. Okay, so this is the salary slip. So the first name is Ligi Manuel, and the name is Ligi Manuel. This is the code, and this is the mobile, this is the email, this is the designation, this is the department, this is the number of working days, this is the basic salary, this is the HRA, this is the gross salary, this is the TDS, this is the PT, and this is the gross deduction, and of course the next net payable salary, that is 43,500. Excellent. So now what we are going to do here is we are going to share this file to Ligi Manuel. Now to do that, let me just go to Pabbly Connect. Okay, and let me just introduce you to one more action window. So here in the choose app, how about we make it as Google Drive. Okay, so your obvious question is, why are we working with Google Drive now? So the answer is very simple. This particular folder as well as the file is located in my Google Drive. So basically we will be sharing this file from Google Drive. That is why we have selected it Google Drive. Now in the action event, how about we make it as share a file with anyone? Okay, share a file with anyone. Now share a file with anyone is action event. There are many more action events like share a file, move a folder, create shared drive, and so on. All of them are a bunch of action events. Now, as I mentioned before, just like the triggers, if you want more action events according to your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com to custom build an action event for you. But at present, I just want to share a file with anyone. Let me just click on connect with Google Drive. In the new credentials, let me just click on connect with Google Drive. Okay, so this is my Gmail account where this Google Drive as well as the folder as well as the salary slip is present. So I'm selecting this one. Okay, it is asking me to confirm my choice. You know the drill, just click on allow. Okay, so it is showing the authorization is successful, just press OK. So it is showing by default the file ID as salary slip. So we actually don't want that. We basically want this particular ID. So this is the document ID. Okay, so basically this is the document ID we want. Okay, so basically this is the document ID of this particular document. Okay, so we just want that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to toggle this to the right, remove this. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I want to map this particular detail here. Okay, so I just want to map this particular detail here. So to do that, I'm going to use the mapping button. Okay, so let me just use the mapping button and let me just click here. Let me just scroll down, and this is the document ID we want. We have mapped it. Excellent. So before we click on save and send test request, there is something I need to show you. Let me just go here. So at present it is showing it as private to only me. Okay, so this file at this point is not shared with anyone. So when I go to Google, when I go to Pabbly Connect and click on save and send test request, let's see the magic. Okay, so the API response is showing that it can be shared with anyone with a link. So let me see. Okay, so it is now showing anyone with a link. So basically we have changed the status. Okay, shareable status. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to use this particular link. So where is our link that can be shared? So this is our link. Nope. Yeah, this is the link that we want to share. Okay, so this is the PDF link. I'm just going to copy this and show you the link. So basically we are going to share this particular link. So as you can see, this particular folder is now downloadable. So basically we will be sharing this particular link. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on this plus button. Okay, so we are going to share the link via Gmail. So let's select Gmail. So we have selected Gmail. Now in the action event, how about we make it as send an email. Okay, so this is the one, connect with Gmail. In the new credentials, click on connect with Gmail. Okay, so again, this is the same Gmail account I'm going to use. Allow. Okay. Excellent. So it is showing authorization successful. Press OK. Okay, so when you press on OK, a set of blanks has appeared in front of you. The purpose of these blanks is very simple. We are going to compose a message from the data that we have received from Google Sheets. So what are we going to do here is we are just going to start mapping again once again. So the recipient name, the person that I will be sending the email is Ligi Manuel. So we have mapped it. Okay, so this is the email, that is Ligi Manuel. And I'm sorry, we have mapped the email. We should be mapping in the name. So this is the name, Ligi Manuel. And this is her email address. So this is the email and we have mapped it. So the name, so basically this email will be sent, of course, by me, but the email from name should be something like Tesla Motors. Okay, so this is because the company is Tesla Motors. So I'm just making it as Tesla Motors. And from email, so I'm going to just type my email. So it will be sending the message from my email. Okay, now coming to the email subject. So the email subject is salary slip. Okay, salary slip. Now coming to the email message. The email message should be something like hello. And here we are going to type the full employee name. So Ligi Manuel. Hello, Ligi Manuel, with employee code. And we are going to map in the employee code, employee code, who works in. Okay, so here we are going to mention the department. So department is mechanical. As so she works as fluid engineer. Okay, hello Lizzie Manuel with employee code this who works in mechanical department. Okay, department has as a fluid engineer. This is your salary slip. Salary slip. This is your salary slip, and here we are going to input the salary slip, the link of the salary slip. So let me just take you above. Okay, let me just click here once again. Okay, so this is the link that we want. Let me just scroll down. Okay, so yeah, so this is the link we want, res2 export link application PDF. So this is the link. Okay, this is your salary slip. If you have any complaints, please contact the HR. Okay, so this is the message. Hello Lizzie Manuel with employee code this who works in mechanical department as fluid engineer. This is your salary slip. Okay, if you have any complaints, please contact the HR. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the message has been sent. So let me just take you to the message directly. Okay, so this is the message that she has received from Tesla Motors. Hello Lizzie Manuel with employee code this who works in mechanical department as fluid engineer. This is your salary. This is your salary slip, and if you have any complaints, please contact the HR. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to explore this PDF. Okay, so the PDF has been downloaded. So as you can see, this is the employee code and this is the employee name. Okay, employee code and the employee name, a very good combination to create a unique title. Okay, so this is from Tesla Motors, and this is the salary slip, this is the name, this is the code, this is the mobile, this is the designation, this is the department, this is the basic HRA rules, and of course this is the net payable salary. Excellent. So our integration is working absolutely fine. We have successfully integrated Google Sheets, Google Docs and Gmail with help of Pabbly Connect. Now before you end this, before you go out, so I am just planning to explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So here I'm just going to minimize this action window. I'm going to minimize this action window, and I'm going to minimize this action window, and I also minimize the trigger window. So basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. Okay, and then you have used the Google Docs to create a document or salary slip from a template, and then you have shared the file from Google Drive, and of course you have sent the file via Gmail. Okay, so now there's a perfect flow of data between Google Sheets and Gmail. Excellent.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate up plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or better, just visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.